Hey guys, Quinn here. SIG M400. Let's make sure it's empty. No magazine. Gun's empty. This has been a great gun for me so far, anyway. There we go. The only one of the complaints I had is coming from the factory. The trigger was right around 6 to 8 pounds. It was pretty tough. And I think the single most effective way to improve your accuracy and the performance of your AR is to upgrade that trigger. Pulled out the old one, the SIG trigger. I think it might have been a 2-stage trigger, but the pull was just terrible. Take all the parts, put them in a Ziploc, and then label it. So if you want to build something else or ever switch it back, all those parts are in one place. I switched it out with the drop-in trigger, and I chose one from Velocity Triggers. These guys are really great. I'll show you what it looks like here if I can get you a close-up. There it is. Now, these guys are, I believe, in Arizona. These are all made in the United States, engineered, designed, and fabricated in the United States. This one is the MPC, and you can notice that the trigger has a little bit of shape to it. I spoke with the, I believe the owner and founder of the company. He also really likes the classic, and there's a curved and then a straight version and a curved version. He suggested that I might want to go that route. I went with this MPC trigger. You can actually rotate this to affect where it hits the pad of your finger. And you'll notice there's a little bit of an offset here, how it is a little forward of what a curve or a straight blade trigger would be. That's why I chose this. My hands are a little bit on the big side. I can almost palm a basketball, and naturally where my finger rests on a straight bladed trigger or even a curved trigger, my finger overhangs it a little bit. So by buying the one that's offset forward, I get a more natural position for my finger to grab that trigger. Now, the other thing I would mention, you notice I put these anti-walk pins on here, or anti-roll pins, anti-roll so they don't walk, I guess. This thing is pretty slick. When you drop it in, that unit, there are 2 sets of screws. The first one goes all the way down and hits the bottom plate right above the trigger to hold these trigger pins in place. There is no torque specification given. Basically, you just twist them until the Allen wrench bends a little bit. And then there is a second set of screws that go on top of those and act as a set screw. I did have, the pins walked on me a little bit, but I probably didn't tighten down that first set of screws enough. So I went back in, retightened those, and then I did go ahead and install the anti-roll pin setup as well. This is a 3.5 pound trigger. They make them in half-pound increments. You can choose whatever is best for you. 3 was maybe, I thought, a little light for a gun that I might be running around and doing maneuvers with. 4 is what my lever gun is set at. I thought maybe that was overkill, so I settled at 3.5. Don't use Loctite on these when you install them. If you're concerned about those pins rolling, I'd just use some anti-roll device or anti-roll pins aftermarket. And the only other thing you need to know is that if your lower is polymer based rather than some type of metal, you have to tighten those set screws down so much that it can put quite a bit of pressure on a polymer lower. They sell a little base plate, I think it's like $5, that you can drop in there to be the anchor for those set screws. Been in the range a couple times, been out in the field with this thing. Instant upgrade in terms of both functionality and accuracy. These things for the MPC, it approaches $200. For the more traditional blade or curved, they're about $150. Money really well spent. In the case of the M400, this is the original snakebite. They now have the snakebite SE, which comes supposedly with an upgraded trigger. The price differential for me meant I could just get the snakebite and then take the price differential that I saved and use it to choose my own trigger. Velocity triggers, made in the USA, great job, veterans discount. Really can't say enough good things about them, and it will improve your accuracy after about a 15-minute install. Hope this helped you guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.